Hey there! Bob from Oregon's Constant Gardener. Welcome to the OCG Fam Show to you, my YouTube buddies. What's going on? Let me know in the comments down there and we'll talk about it after the show. But right now, let's just get into the show. I want to talk to you today about internodal spacing. How far apart the buds are. Sometimes you want to have them a little farther apart, sometimes a little closer together. How do you modulate? How do you control that? How do you make that more to your liking? Scott and I talked about that because of a viewer question. I thought it was interesting. If you're interested in that topic, I think you'll find this very helpful. So I'd like you to watch the clip. I'll talk to you after. Okay. Chris Rasmussen. Hi, Scott and Bob. I'm running some gelato early veg in number 4 soil, now in a 2-gallon square pot. The girls look fine if you're trying to stretch. Intermodal growth on tight indica strains. There's a comment there that I'm missing. The girls look fine if you're trying to stretch intermodal growth on tight indica strains. What is the best procedure? Water and BK, foliar, Pegasus. Thank you for all your info.
So foliar and
you're trying to stretch. You want
he wants to stretch or he is stretching?
The girls look fine if you're trying to stretch. I'm not sure what he's saying here.
So if they're stretching and you want them to sit down,
yeah,
then you want to foliar feed Chaos and foliar feed foliar feed Chaos, foliar feed Pegasus.
Is there any reason you would want to stretch it out?
A lot of people want to stretch it right before they go into flowering, so the little compact plant will start to get legs, and then the fruit will develop and then kind of catch. So if you're super tight and your bud sites, I'm trying to. Here, I don't need this tomato anymore. So if you got a bud site here and a bud site here and a bud site here, and if this starts forming a bud and a bud and a bud, and they all start growing together, then the bud's just gonna kind of grow out like a weird football.
Yeah, you don't get like a little. You don't get.
You want it to elongate, so you go bud, 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 bud.
I got you.
So that's why some people elongate right before they go into bloom, or that first week and a half, 10 days of bloom. They call it the stretch.
Yeah.
And that stretch is really the plant going, okay, we're making room for the oncoming flower sets that are on their way.
So you're just giving some room. They get more light. They get more better shape. They get better. It's just all the way around better for them to have a little room to grow instead of being stuffed all together.
Structure.
If you have the room to do that because you got a 20-foot ceiling or you're doing it outside or whatever.
But for that case, let's say, so foliar feeding them, you'll be slow.
Yeah.
And if you want to stretch them, then water in Pegasus and water in Chaos. Okay. With your recipe, because that will put all the energy into growth versus cell development. So if I'm foliar feeding them, it'll make them green with the Pegasus, it'll help protein get into the top of the leaves, and it'll help cell division so the branching will be tighter from the foliar feeding of Chaos and Pegasus.
Do you feel like you'd be feeding a little heavier when you're doing this because they're needing more food, or not so much? Just really doesn't really matter.
For
if you're stretching out a plant, maybe give it a little extra.
Well, you should be, because you should be at late veg going into early bloom, so you should be in that cycle anyway.
Okay, all right. So, but the foliar would punch it down, not really punch it down, just build more out in a more compact area.
It keeps them more squat and dividing versus elongating and getting ready for fruit set.
Okay, what do you think? Informative, entertaining, helpful? Let me know in the comments and we'll talk about it. Also, any viewer questions, life, universe, gardening, anything in the comments, we'll bring it up on the viewer questions episode. I love you. I'll see you tomorrow. The OCG Fam Show. It's pretty good. It happens every day. It's the OCG Fam Show. See you tomorrow.